Can I help you? Yes, have you got it? Does that arrangement include you paying me what we already agreed you owe me? As a police officer, you must understand that I cannot take you at your word. Evidence being money. You can't stay here without money. Good luck trying to use it.
Draconian measures.
All the locks have an electronic component. They have to be unlocked down here with a master key, not until you bring me them.
Okay, I might have something in my motor carriage we can use when you're done here.
Oh, Lieutenant, we're done here.
Yes?
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio mic,
I have something here we could sell.
transport enclosure. The cage at the back of the motor carriage looks rather uncomfortable.
I confiscated this for a little while back. We can take them to the pawn shop down by the Martinez Canal.
The lieutenant nods as you take the spinners.
Greetings on this fine night. What brings you here? The pawn shop is always open.
Yes, we'd like to sell these hubcaps.
Roy takes the hubcaps from the lieutenant.
Yes, these are very, very good. Did you defraud some foreign prince for them?
No one was defrauded or jumped.
Of course. I meant no offense.
Thank you. Here's the 130 real you need for your bill. Do not waste it.
The rest is for him, to compensate for the...
Anything else you're thinking of selling? I'm not purchasing any more clothing at the moment. Anything else you're thinking of selling? Another time, perhaps. Sure thing. Sure, man.
can I help you? Yes. Well? Great, perfect. I hope you enjoy your freezing cold room. The electronic lock to your room has been disabled till 9 p.m. tomorrow. Starting tomorrow, please pay for each night in advance. 20 real per night. If you don't have the money, it's over for you.
Time stops advancing after 2 in the morning. If you haven't paid for your room by then, it's game over. Don't leave finding money.
I'll take a room here too.
Always happy to have officers from the RCM as guests. Anything else I can do for you? Another thing. Great. Yes?
This is the door.
Just a moment. We should talk about our progress on the invest.
The air outside is brisk. The lieutenant is silent for a moment. He listens to the traffic hum.
Now then, we should talk about the investigation. But I also feel you're a bit hazy on the RCM. Our role here, our rights, our jurisdiction, basically. They're quite limited, actually. The power officers of the Revachol Citizens Militia exercise most frequently is imposing fines of up to 1,000 real for offenses, in accordance with an Yes, although indirectly, as citizens officers of the RCM have been known to take bribes of less than... We can arrest people, of course, but rather than bringing someone indirectly, it's preferable to serve a station closely. It prevents confusion and... You can't. Those who don't show up become fugitives, though, and have fewer legal rights when they are eventually caught. It's about power project. As you may have gathered from the fact that we are expected to carry a record of our kills, like the one in the watermarks, we are permitted to use whatever force is necessary, and strongly admonished not to abuse that power. We don't convict. We arrest and send them to coalition government courts in Kourou and La Delta. The prosecution works off our testimonies and records, which is why it's paramount to keep them. The coalition government and the moral intern more broadly. The RCM was formed by the coalition government to restore order in the international zone after the revolution. So we did. Now we attempt to or perhaps it is better to say we were allowed to form. It's a point of contention whether the citizens of Revachol or the coalition government founded the RCM. Silence. A great comment to such a conundrum. I have a cigarette every night when I go over my...
Oh man, he looks so devastatingly cool with that cigarette.
You mean this? This isn't cool. It's an unnecessary trial of will.
Keeping the habit within the parameters he's given himself takes a lot of fun. Yet, were he to quit, he would lose the cool factor. This man relishes his cool quite a bit.
I apologize, but I only brought one with me. I have exactly one cigarette every night, yes. It's been a long and even... Well, we didn't even look at the body. But we performed a thorough search of the premises of the crime scene. That's great. We're both doing our best under the circumstances. Just don't drink. We conducted an interview with Everard Clare. He wasn't particularly forthcoming with useful information.
He's not saying much on the matter because he thinks you could have gotten more out of Everard.
Claire also helped you, how should I say, remember your name? That's a relief. That's normal. It's better. We tried to interview the White Palms rep, but she asked us to do something for her first. Fine. I have a feeling Joyce knows how dangerous the situation really is. We have to get her to...
If Kim is emphasizing something this much, it really must be important.
Above all, though, today was exhausting. What's with all the running? You run a lot. Is that a standard Prison 41 practice? It's impressive, especially for a man your age. And in those here. Nice shoes, by the way. I like the green. Goes with the orange. The Moralist International are the world's largest political organization. You know who they are. They have been running this place after the revolution failed. They're a union of center-left and center-right parties across the Real Belt. Our coalition government is just one of its many projects. They also run the ICP, EPIS, most intergovernmental organizations in the world. What do they believe in? They are Dolorians. They believe they continue the humanist project set forth by Her Innocence Dolores Day 4 centuries ago. Others say they are just technocrats.
Those others say,
Interesting question. It's a blue forget-me-not. Their motto is love.
something kind and usual. Something almost something like the dark blue, serious.
A historic figure? The author of the modern age? You will have to look elsewhere for opinions. The subject of
For you, she is some.
the moral intern are a fact. I try not to have opinions on facts until they change. And it doesn't look like that's about to happen. Do you? We are in what is called the twilight of international law. The laws we claim to enforce come from the MI. Without them, we are simply vigilantes. Spoken like a revolutionary, not a cop. But hypothetical aside, in Martinez we already are vigilantes.
The lights of the orphan district are reflected in his glasses. The red and golden orbs of the motorway sliding like pearls on a string from east to west as Revachol commutes back to the suburbs. Tomorrow is Tuesday. Monday is over. The dying lights of the city. An aerostatic passes overhead. The whiskers.
They really don't like us here. And the mouth on that kid, Kuno. It's different It's our fault for leaving this place to the dogs, to the Union, to the company, not daring to come here more often. This place has fallen between. We run this city. West of the river is RCM land. It's incredibly hard. Human beings are... But we are in control, and it's worth it. The organization works, our systems work. If they didn't, me too. But I wouldn't count on any drastic changes,
He is very tired, but the dark circles under his eyes make him look...
Yeah, it's getting very cold now. Let's go.
The bed is cold and not particularly inviting, but it's yours. The sheets feel at once coarse and clammy against your skin. The bed sags beneath your weight as you stretch out and finally close your eyes. And then sleep. And then sleep doesn't come. Maybe it's the bed's fault. It's a little better. Colors, scenes, and half-formed phrases still litter your mind. Something to do with, what was it that the lieutenant said? Union? And it's gone again. Your thoughts, your breathing steadies. A great silence washes over you until your eyelids twitch in your sleep and it.
Do you remember the scent of your childhood? What it says on the can, Harry. Answer the question. Do you remember your wife's hand on your face? You know who I am. I'm the bad day. The one where you ask her, reality will turn into a grotesque nightmare. This will be the last thing you did to her. Tell me, do you remember the love of your life? Do you remember the warmth of her thighs, between her legs and in her mouth? Oh no, funky baby, you stayed. It was the rest of it that left. Or you just stood there with what? Tell me, where are your friends? Human beings have friends, Harry boy. Where the hell are yours? No, it's gone. 3 times gone and never coming back. You failed Elysium. Everything. The Pale and the Islas. On the surface, the outer magnetosphere, burning furious truth. You really dropped the ball, Harry. 4.6 billion people, and you failed every single one of them. You really fucked up. You're not coming back from shit. Thrashing around in that high conductivity state of yours. You're trying to what? I can't hear you. This is just a word dream now. Jumbled up garbage. The pictures are gone. The bed rises to meet you. A thin, sleep-like state. More
So something is wrong. Sleep shouldn't be this bad, this dry, this unnourishing. There's something wrong with your thoughts. Oh yes, party boy, and it's worse than the one before. Just think of the shit you saw. Time to go to work in the shit factory.
Good going, buddy. Oh, just a dream. You have ones like that all the time. You mean, why are you so tired? Too tired and down to even think? It is worrying, isn't it? You can't be a detective like this. Detectives need to be able to think. That's not really true. Your heart has finally pumped all. You're too weak to say no now. Waking up is the worst part. Maybe somewhere down the line you could decline. Are you sure? Ready to live as this pathetic shell of yourself for days? Basically, a week. Let's be honest, to suit yourself, slow, sad shell man. A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face, adorned with the expression. The door is closed.
Morning. Looks like we can get to work at once. The Union muscle turned up. They look rowdy. We should talk to them. I mean ungovernable. Martinez isn't exactly enthusiast. Men who drink beer for breakfast, everything points to the dock workers union. The tracks in the mud, which may, of course, all be wrong. But we still need... I completely forgot. Sorry, I had a rough night's sleep. One loose thread less to worry about. And one big problem to replace it. One more thing before we do. We don't have to talk to them immediately. We can walk right past them. Continue with our...
Yeah, streetwise, but aren't you curious?
They're in no hurry to leave. They think they own the place. Yes?
Just a moment.
She's agitated, judging from the way she...
And there's no public phones nearby?
The closest phone booth is down the coast. Sorry.
It's fine, I understand. Thank you anyway. Please don't trouble yourself about me, sweetie. I was just hoping the union office probably has a phone, but I can't really get there. Or to the phone booth down the coast. And Gary's phone, the manager was vague about it.
Why would he be vague about phone problems? This is...
To let the young woman who's house sitting for us know that we may be delayed. Morel, I was also hoping she'd heard from Morel.
A little missing persons puzzle might just be the thing to take your mind off the hangover.
That's just it. This isn't like him at...
A cold breeze hisses through dense thickets of reeds. Something
you have more important things to worry about.
more important than a missing expedition? I don't know. Expeditions often lead to something interesting.
Just some field work, sweetie. Morel is a highly trained scientist, but they should have returned by now. They were just going down the coast.
The waterlock, that was broken. Could this be it?
Oh, sweetie, Gary's as loyal as they come. I trust him with my husband's life. Oh my, what happened to the water lock? Well, whatever the cause, I'm thankful. To both of you. You've spared me another sleepless night.
You're welcome, ma'am.
I hate to ask, but if your investigation takes you to the other side of the
Yes, some left-field scientific research is it.
and if you see him, let him know Lena is waiting for him here at the Whirling. He gets so tangled up in his work that he may not know the water lock's been repaired. Oh, you're such a dear. Thank you, sweetie. Oh, yes. A zoologist.
It's a pseudoscience that attempts to legitimize risk.
That's one opinion, yes.
She's used to playing off such
My apologies, ma'am. I didn't...
It's not a hobby, dear. It's, searching for such species called cryptids is difficult.
The quality of research at Revacholian universities has been on the decline, but you doubt there was ever a...
Oh, dear. I'm not sure where... Well, his expression is slightly grumpy, but his...
You can't go around Revachol feeling grown men's hands. If you want to find her husband, you'll need more...
Oh, well, he's a bit shorter than you, but with a larger frame.
The lieutenant pulls out his notebook.
One other thing, he'll likely have all kinds of field gear on him. We'll be celebrating our 16th anniversary this autumn. Not the most numerically satisfying anniversary by a dating agency, I'm ashamed to say. We hit it off and...
She's skipping over some important parts. Perhaps you'll find out more later.
I hope I've been useful. Oh, sweetie, it's fascinating. But I shouldn't
The lieutenant gives you a sideways glance.
Well, it's
Ah yes, Phasmatodea. A diverse group of insects whose bodies resemble...
where other phasmids imitate sticks or leaves, hence its name the Insulindian phasmid. Perhaps you'll let...
There's a touch of awe in...
I knew it. We're gonna be chasing made-up in...
It's not made up, officer. It's simply elusive, so much so that most establishments... Well, some teenagers making out in the reed saw one. They didn't know what it was, of course, but there was a brief article in a... Of course, most phasmid sightings turn out to be false alarms, but their description matched the insulin...
Enthusiasm has wiped the worry from her face.
I suppose I have something of a personal connection to the Insulindian phasmid. All scientists have their little hobby horse. Not at all. Why else would it hide itself so carefully? Oh, I doubt it. No one gets into cryptozoology for the money, sweet. Yes, it can blend in almost perfectly among the reeds. It's how it stayed hidden all these years. Centuries, even. Oh, dear. I'm afraid I'm not explaining this very well. Morel can explain it all much better. I wish you could hear him describe it. Then you'd understand, I'm sure.
You're an enthusiastic idiot, but you're still an idiot.
We don't have time for Cryptozoology 101.
Wow, so someone's been a little boring.
Let me handle this. Detective disorientated. Are you still wondering where you are?
Her entire character has shifted. This young woman...
No, I am not a gardener. I'm a legal counselor for the doc, so let's get to it. You're looking for Titus Hardy? You think he has information that's Titus. Talk to him, but know this. I'll be keeping an eye on you. No strong arming.
It doesn't matter if you recognize our authority.
She says nothing. Her glare speaks.
Like I already told you, I'm a legal counselor. Do you have hearing? What you want is of no significance, officer. What are we going to do to you? The Union isn't going to do anything to you.
Goddamn right it.
If anything, it is the RCM who do. Aggressive, you make your living in
Just dock workers? Do dock workers spy on the police? We let you off easy, miss. Don't think it will happen.
Listen, you moral intern lackeys. You're a mob, enforcing the unlawful privatization of revenue.
Fuck yeah.
So ask what you came to ask, or get back to your commanders. Get sober. Do your job. Ask your questions and get the hell out of Martinez.
You see a set of tire tracks in the brown slush that covers the plaza mosaic. The corpse looks at you. You seem to be holding your... A cargo belt twists his neck at an unnatural...
Activity kit.
He's about to blow! Cop's gonna blow, Kuno!
The smell is repulsive. It pushes in from your mouth. Too late. It's impossible until a pool of... The smell of Commodore Red rises from the pool.
Keep it. The hangover is clearly making this worse for you. You could use some ammonia to clear your head. If you can handle the headache, some officers use it to deal with cadaverine odor. That young woman, the gardener, mentioned she used salt. If she doesn't have any, there might be some in the fridge store nearby.
Acquiring ammonia will provide a modifier to the white check. Modifiers make checks easier.
Fuck does Kuno care? Yeah, like a fucking volcano.
You're lucky you didn't die there!
Yeah. Kuno's got some advice for... What are you? Like 80, right?
Perhaps you could compress this negative energy and turn it into some sort of a Kuno-fied non-vomiter. That's right. Turn your weaknesses into conceptual strengths. Try it again now.
The fuck do you want with it? Good call, Pigmeister. Don't come and talk to Kuno about his kingdom. Kuno doesn't fuck...
All around you, rain falls on the great... The spring thaw must be here. The snow is melting. Looking up at the sky, cold water dripping from your hat. Grey sky like humid. Your coat shields you from the rain while the city shivers.
This rain will not let up anytime soon. At least we are dressed for it. Let's keep moving.
Welcome to Frit.
What's that magazine she's reading?
I don't know. Frit? A 7 to 11 growth. I think they think that the extra...
The story goes that normal
You mean this? This is Pop Stars.
looks like it also has something called Police de la Mode, featured on page 34. This speaks to you.
Yeah, me neither. Okay. I'm not really... A warehouse? I don't know.
She looks up.
Fine. Frit doesn't have a warehouse. Just a little back room here. Okay?
She looks up from.
Yes. What we have is there. In the medicine cabinet. I don't really know anything. Not really. No. I didn't know him at all. I don't know, really.
No need to worry. It's just standard procedure.
Okay.
No need to worry.
Okay. Uh-huh. Reality.
She is like a student unexpectedly caught.
I don't really know anything. I mean, I'm 50. I don't know. What about it? We're in Frit? As mankind?
What will her essay prompt be?
Okay. I won't. I don't know.
The clock shows the time at 10:09.
Cool.
A colourful display of
Again, I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health.
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays, and blister packs. They all bear the Saint Baptiste Pharmaceutics logo.
Okay. Don't, overdo it or something. Okay, here. I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel better or...
So, how'd you like our harbor?
You've been in there, he means. Talked.
It's but a rest area on the path leading across. Right. You talk to the boss, eye to eye, like men of the plane. If you have any more questions, Yeah, the janitor who gave me the key to his apartment said the guy's a bit of an asshole. Like I said before, I don't know much about this weasel, but the bossman said he's a real piece of work. Marsh. On with a loud grind, the
crane shifts overhead, moving a massive metal container through the air. With a surprisingly quiet, the harbor sleeps as the strike rages in the distance. The crane can rest again, moving this container, of course.
I can't see how that was worth the wreckers, except for seeing the crane in action, which...
Before you stands a cargo container, just one of many in the yard.
Is this like your thing with that wall again? You do? There are 1 million containers here. Why are you fixating on this one? There may very well be, but we are not here to interact with containers. We are here to talk to the
No reply. The knock produces a... You attempt to turn the angle. To your left, the lieutenant considers your actions with some puzzlement. You're back before the cargo container. Its drawer has not lessened since you were last here. If anything, it seems to have grown slightly.
Mr. Dubois, every worker... And for his fellow man. That's right, Mr. Dubois. You're turning out to be quite the individualist there. So, you had business with me? I'm very glad to hear that, Harry. One question. You didn't actually happen to...
He's trying to figure out if you're lying.
Just as I thought. Culturally antiquated mug collection. What a weasel. Pissing on every...
He was testing you.
Now let's get down to brass tacks. It's time for men like me and you to figure out who's killed who and why. Real police work is gonna start happening now. I promise you, Harry, this is gonna be good. By now, I'm sure you've figured out who the dead man was working for. The bad guys. Wild Pines. Harry, this strike is the culmination of many, many mistakes made by the Wild Pines.
You mean our victim?
A security contractor? Can you imagine that? Workers standing in peaceful protest.
He performs a motion as if spraying bullets from him.
I'm talking beasts. Hardened killers from proxy wars in Yisut, Semenine, Saramoritsa. Everything they did there, they brought over here. They want to turn Revachol into a third world slum. Honestly, the only thing they didn't do is kill the village. Now, I haven't personally witnessed the brutalities out there. I have the luxury of staying in my container, you see. If I need to go somewhere, they just move my... About my fun container? It's a hoot, Harry. Who knows? Maybe you'll be in here the next time they move it. It'll be... But enough about me and my container. The killers the company hired, I think they're worth... One of them got downright suicidal. Getting drunk, violent, a little rapey. Even their own negotiator couldn't control him.
By negotiator, you mean Joyce?
Harry, what you need to realize is, we dock workers, we got grit, Harry. This whole neighborhood does. Push us hard enough and we push back. And when we do, we push to kill. Potentially, Harry, potentially. We got arm wrestling champions, rowing club people, ex-coal miners, tough. There's a militant wing inside the Union. A group of people whose duties don't involve manual labor, but peace.
That sounds a bit like
They're like you guys. Idealistic people who want to make sure bad things don't happen. And if they already have, well, punishment must follow.
Again, that sounds like...
So these idealists...
One day Titus Hardy, leader of this peacekeeping... He probably worded it differently, but that was the idea.
Aren't you worried we might arrest them for this?
Oh, I'm not at all worried about that. These are not the kind of men who get arrested. They're Martinez boys.
He places a lot of faith in that lawyer girl. Perhaps this is a tactical error. Anyway.
Oh, they are simply fine young men. All 7 of them. Old Theo used to run them, but things really kicked into gear when Titus...
Interesting.
They're almost all of them great guys, born leaders. Whatever, work with them. Hell, interview them. But don't fight them. They really are just like you. Men who like beer, women. You know what, Harry? I got a feeling they're gonna show up in...
The lieutenant marks something in his notebook.
Racist mugs in the trash and in the apartment? You guys, I have so much confidence in the ability of your organization. I'm relieved you're doing this and leaving.
Yes, yes.
Oh, no, 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 no. I don't cross paths like that.
Oddly, it seems to be true.
Believe me, Harry, he's a nobody. Just your basement variety nobody. But he does live nearby. Maybe it's a pedantic weasel. Fascists are known to be neat freaks. I feel like a real detective right now, Harry. Am I getting this right? Of course, Harry. I'm not a real police officer. You are. How do I know? Let me tell you about these people. That's their MO. Last winter, some poor workers in Terminal E went on a little strike. The company sent in Sediment, a security... These guys turn up and start beating people. Tell you what, Harry, I wouldn't be surprised if we got the same mercenary company, after a little rebranding.
So you believe the scabs were organized by the security contractor?
You said it. Hell, one of those guys looks big enough to take down that proverbial elephant. Boys like that don't just happen to show up during strikes.
That does sound quite unlikely, yes. The big guy leading the scabs at the gate is colossal.
Oh, Liz is a bright one. I paid for that law degree myself, thinking it'll probably turn her all fancy. But hell,
Wait, the girl by the whirling, who was keeping an eye on you. Is he talking about her?
I did that, didn't I? She thinks of herself as a guerrilla fighter. These middle-class kids and the books they read are crazy, Harry. I think she would rather be an insurgent than a lawyer. I hope it's a phase. But of course, it's the least I can do for my good friend Harry.
When you meet this Titus, tell him about this.
Also, Harry, here's 5 real. I'm not giving you anything. I'm just holding out 5 real. Oh, I wasn't offering it to you, just holding it out there. But I'm willing to share information. Was it a good talk? I'm not sure we made much headway here. I was hoping we'd bust the case wide open. Heck, I even wanted to tell you what I really want to achieve with the strike. I don't know what happened, Harry. I wanted you to feel like Mr. Martinez. And of course, I also wanted you to fight. Yes, Harry. It's like I can't fully trust you if you're not a man of the left. I want to, but I just...
A man of the left. So you have to be a social... He's been hurt too much in the past by men who aren't social democrats.
What does your heart tell you about your lost gun, Harry? Does it tell you to forget about it?
And what would this entail?
Once again, I require nothing unethical or illegal of you. You just need to get 2 little signatures on this piece of paper, and then mail it to my accountant in La Delta.
It depends. I don't think what we just got from Mr. Clare was very useful.
As I said, it weighs on me heavily. But once we get really talking, well, I'm gonna hand you the keys.
He's saying as little as possible, as vaguely as he can.
I'm glad you asked, Harry. The Union is going to build a modern youth centre in Martinez. It will be righteous. There's a nameless little street on the coast with some old houses around it. Most people have already signed. I just need... On the coast, Harry, across the canal. There's a cul-de-sac there, a little village they're calling it. A gloomy place.
Water drips from the eaves. A woman looks at her freshly tarred skiff. There's a pair of cavalry boots.
They are just gonna have to deal with the construction noise for 6 months, and then they'll be living like kings. Right next to a fancy...
Is he absolutely sure the tenants won't be thrown out in the street?
Am I? Harry, these people... Martinez is the most important thing in my life. We're gonna build a youth centre there. The value of their properties goes up, and kids have a place to play. You bring joy to my heart, Harry. Such a pleasure to be working with you. You need to get signatures from Isabel Sadie and Lillian Carter. The cul-de-sac is right past the pawn shop and across the canal. I hear there is some trouble with the waterlock, but once you have the signatures, mail this to 13022 La Rocca in La Delta. Then we can talk about your gun. What? Harry, how could you say that to me? You know I appreciate a joke as much...
The reaction appears to be sincere, but it's impossible to tell with this guy, honestly.
You've hurt me, Harry. Me, a friend. But you know what?
And gets over it in 2 seconds.
I trust you, like I trust all my friends. And I know you'll never talk to me about this again.
He's hiding his real reaction beneath...
Thank you for your understanding. We will continue.
You too, Lieutenant. You know...
None taken. Did we have anything else to do here, Harry?
Most certainly, Harry. Nothing brightens my day like brainstorming these things with you. By all means, Harry, what's on your mind? I don't know what that means, Harry, but I love it. Don't even tell me what was going on. Alcoholic brew? Strong... Oh, that's very nice. I haven't gotten around to her yet. One thing I want to make very clear, Harry, is that we're all trying to do what's best for Martinez. Don't feel like you can't cooperate with her because you and I are such good friends and I'm helping you find your lost gun. I'm not a jealous guy. Of course, I have no interest in what... Tell her about...
It is rather interesting. This is weird. Not...
See you soon,